My fellow Americans, after facing censorship from the deep state, I am returning to Instagram and Twitter to announce my new NFT collection.
Cringe.
What? What was that? Who said that? Was that you, Sleepy Joe?
You better believe it was, Donald. Your NFTs are cringe. Anyone can see that.
No, they are not cringe. My NFTs are beautiful. They are the most beautiful NFTs ever. They are priceless works of art.
Donald, are you blind? Look at your NFT website. It looks like these NFTs were made in MS Paint.
No, I did not create my NFTs in Microsoft Paint. The quality of the art is unparalleled. These NFTs rival the works of Leonardo da Vinci and Vincent van Gogh.
Donald, are you kidding me? These are so terrible that I doubt they were even drawn by a human. I bet you use Stable Diffusion or Midjourney or one of those AI programs. I bet you just typed "Trump is awesome" into some AI program 1,000,000 times while jacking off to pictures of yourself. That's what these look like.
No, Joe, I did not use artificial intelligence to generate these NFTs. I paid someone on Fiverr to make them. I'm a true patron of the arts.
Trump, are you sure you didn't use AI to make your NFTs?
Yes, Joe, I just told you, these NFTs are all hand-drawn to perfection. They were lovingly crafted by an artist on Fiverr.
Fiverr, huh? Then you should at least be able to count to 5, like 5 fingers on each hand.
Joe, what are you talking about?
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, Donald. I think we need to zoom in on the NFT that you're showcasing on your website, the one with the Liberty Bell.
No. Stop, Sleepy Joe. There's no need to zoom in. Please don't zoom in. There's really no need for that.
Too late, Donald. I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in now.
No, stop.
Trump, you just told me that you didn't use AI to make these terrible NFTs. Can you explain why there are 3 fingers and 1 thumb on your right hand and 5 fingers and a thumb on your left hand? You have 4 digits on one hand and 6 on the other. What kind of malarkey is going on here?
There's no malarkey, Joe. I can assure you, these are perfect images. These are perfect NFTs. It's just the lighting that makes my huge, beautiful hands look a tiny bit strange. You're spreading fake news, Joe. This is fake news. This is a fully anatomically correct drawing.
Fully anatomically correct? Is that what you said, Donald? Then how do you explain this? This NFT has you in some kind of red superhero suit, but there's more than a bit of camel toe action going on. Why in the name of the Lord did you think this was a good idea? I can't even bear to look at this. I just can't.
Joe, don't you dare disrespect my NFTs. These are beautiful NFTs. They're the finest NFTs ever released on Polygon or on any network for that matter.
Polygon? More like polyamorous. Have you seen the way your wife looks at Justin Trudeau? You just know she wants the maple syrup.
Oh, no, you don't, Sleepy Joe. That wasn't a very nice thing to say. Not nice at all. Melania has her own NFT collection, by the way. Very beautiful NFTs. The most beautiful NFTs, except for mine.
Donald, are you out of your mind? Just look at your NFTs, for Christ's sake. I'm pulling one up right now. Here it is. I see that you've taken a picture of Mount Rushmore and replaced Abraham Lincoln's head with your own smart-ass smirking face.
Listen, Joe, there's only so much space on the mountain. The way I see it, I've improved it. Lincoln did some important things, so they say, but I've done so much for America. So much for America, maybe more than even George Washington. So I replaced Lincoln's face with my own. So what? What did Abraham Lincoln ever do?
Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation and won the Civil War, you moron. Anyway, we could talk more about this, but you're not going to remember it, so I won't waste my breath. Let's look at another NFT of yours. Here's one. I see you drew yourself as the king chess piece, a golden king holding up the world. Real subtle, Donald, real subtle.
It may not be subtle, Joe. It may not be subtle, but it is logical, just like the king in a game of chess. I am the most powerful piece, able to defeat any other piece anywhere on the board.
Trump, do you even have a clue how to play chess? The king piece is not the most powerful piece on the board. It can only move 1 square in any direction. It's actually next to being the least powerful piece. The queen can move on any vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. She is the most powerful piece. Then you have the knight, which has a complex 2-1 or 1-2 moveset. Then there's the rook, which can move on any horizontal or vertical, and the bishops, which can move only diagonally, 1 for white squares and 1 for black squares. The only piece that's weaker than the king is the pawn. And the only thing that's weaker than your knowledge of chess is the quality of your NFT.
That's not true, Joe. I am a chess expert, a chess grandmaster, ultramaster, ubermaster. I am the the grandmaster of chess. I play 4D chess. That's a fact So enough with the fake news, Joe. The Golden Chess King does represent me. It's literally me.
You know what, Donald? Maybe you're right. Maybe the king is the chess piece that best represents you because it's the thickest, if you will, of all the chess pieces and the slowest moving. That's checkmate, Donald, but that's not all. Let's look at some more of your NFTs. Here's one where you're grilling. The art is so bad it looks like everything is hovering 6 inches off the ground. The Sims has better graphics than this. Do you actually barbecue? Have you ever cooked anything in your life? Didn't you serve a pile of stale McDonald's burgers at an Oval Office banquet?
No, Joe. I would never serve fast food to my guests of honor. This McDonald's order was just for my personal consumption. I usually eat healthy. My doctor says I have the healthiest diet in the world. But even I experience an occasional craving for some chicken McNuggets. I'm sure you can understand that.
You know what, Donald? I know you're bullshitting me again, but that lie is at least somewhat believable. I'll let it slide. Moving on. Here you have an NFT where you're wearing a cowboy hat. Now, I could make some Brokeback Mountain jokes, but in your case, it's more like Broke Mountain. Are you really so broke after all your lawsuits and unpaid taxes and bankruptcies that you need to be selling these shitty NFTs to your most gullible supporters at $99 a piece? Is that your current financial situation? I see you've drawn your face on a $100 bill, but you've also drawn yourself stepping on a picture of your own face. Seriously, Donald? Seriously?
Joe, don't make fun of me for wearing a cowboy hat. I am a modern-day cowboy, a rugged outdoorsman. You wouldn't understand because you have low testosterone, Joe. I am the embodiment of the American frontiersman. I am a fearsome hunter. In fact, some would say the greatest hunter who ever lived.
Making finger guns at the podium doesn't make you a hunter, you braggart.
You know what, Joe? I don't need finger guns or even a gun at all due to my impeccable physical condition. I enjoy hunting with nothing more than a bow and a quiver of arrows. The beauty of me is that I'm very rich, but also very strong. I think you should open up your wallet and purchase one of my amazing NFTs. That might set you straight, Sleepy Joe. You clearly have a lot to learn.
Okay, Donald, we've come this far. Show me the NFT you're talking about.
Here you are, Joe. I'm facing the wilderness with only a bow and some arrows.
Are you shitting me, Donald? I don't know how you managed to mess up these NFTs so badly. Did you even look at them before you published them? These arrows clearly have fletching on both ends. There are no arrowheads on these. I keep telling you, this is the worst art I've ever seen on OpenSea. Just look at these. Zoom in on the top of the arrows. They've got fletching. Zoom in on the bottom. There's fletching there too. And what's with the eagle in the background? Are you hunting endangered species now?
No, I am not hunting endangered species. It was merely a matter of self-defense. That eagle swooped in and stole my toupee. Perhaps it mistook my wig for a small orange chihuahua. There's no shame in this, Joe. No shame at all. Is there any greater icon of the Wild West than tumbleweed? Tumbleweed is an invasive species. It's native to Eastern Europe, not America. It came here from Russia as an uninvited guest, much like your campaign financing. All right, Joe, I can see that my elegant bow and arrow NFT just triggered you. Speaking of triggers, I know you hate the Second Amendment, so I better warn you, this next NFT is a doozy. Here you can see me all suited up with my rifle. You probably don't even know what this is, Joe. You probably think it's a fully semi-automatic, 3D printed, belt-fed, bump stock, short barrel revolver shotgun with a 30-round magazine.
Donald, is this some kind of joke? Do you have any idea how a rifle works? I'm triggered, all right? I'm triggered by the fact that whoever drew this doesn't know which way a trigger even faces. Zoom in on this. The trigger is backwards. And that's not all. I may not be a gun nut, but I know the difference between a scope and a suppressor, which you apparently don't. Not only have you attached the scope to the front of the barrel, but you've connected the bolt handle to the rear of the scope and the eyepiece to the back of the bolt. What even is this Looney Tunes contraption? Wile E. Coyote has more sense than this. Are you trying to hunt down the Roadrunner? Did you purchase this rifle from the Acme Corporation? Should I paint a tunnel on a wall and see if you go barreling into it at full speed? Jesus Christ, Donald.
Calm down, Joe. You calm down. I don't want you to have a stroke over my NFT collection. My NFTs are meant to be a celebration of my time as the 45th president. Here, I'm pulling one up right now. This should get you in a festive mood.
I see you like golden ribbons, Donald. Word on the street is you enjoy golden showers as well.
I knew it, Joe. I knew you were using the corrupt FBI to hack into my accounts and view my OnlyFans subscriptions. The game is rigged. Once again, law enforcement has been weaponized against patriotic Americans.
Oh my God, Donald, please don't bring that up.
You're the one who brought it up, Joe. You brought it up when you criticized my NFTs. Don't you know that I wouldn't even have to sell these in order to make money if the IRS just approved my tax write-offs for my OnlyFans subscriptions? They're a business expense, Joe.
I'm afraid I can't comment on an ongoing federal investigation. Back to the point. This NFT looks like it was made with word art from the 1990s. I keep imagining you as Clippit. You know, Clippit, some call him Clippy, the little paperclip guy from Microsoft Word 97.
Oh, I know him well, Joe. Clippit is one of my closest confidants. I still seek his advice when I'm preparing my most important speeches.
Okay, Donald, I can see you're going for a message of nostalgia with this NFT. Fair enough. Looking at your website, though, I'm a bit more concerned about what message you're trying to send with these playing card NFTs. Do you see anything wrong with how these are being presented? Would you care to explain why you've specifically chosen to show the king cards and why you've specifically chosen to show exactly 3 of them? I detect some not-so-subtle subliminal messaging here, Donald.
There's nothing subliminal going on here, Joe. I'm just demonstrating how my NFTs have utility in playing card games. That is all.
Donald, do you even understand what an NFT actually is?
Of course I understand NFTs, Sleepy Joe. I invented them. The abbreviation NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible refers to fungus, so a non-fungible token is a token that cannot be turned into a mushroom. Bitcoin and most other cryptocurrencies are fungible. So, for example, you can take Bitcoin or Monero to the dark web and purchase hallucinogenic psilocybin mushrooms. That's the fungibility part. My tokens are non-fungible because they aren't accepted by darknet markets and cannot be converted into mushrooms. I hear they grow those in Mexico. They're bringing drugs, Joe. They're bringing drugs.
NFTs don't have anything to do with mushrooms, you nitwit. Let me explain in a way I think you'll understand. When you buy an NFT, it's just like your relationship with Melania. You don't get to touch or interact with her in real life, but if you pay enough money, you can go around telling people she's yours. NFTs work the exact same way. You can walk around telling people you own Pepe the Frog or whatever.
That's not true, Joe. My NFT page on OpenSea is a perfectly secure gallery of priceless, indelible artwork.
What do you mean a secure gallery?
What I mean, Joe, is that nobody can deface my beautiful artwork. It's forever protected, more secure than Fort Knox.
Oh, really, Donald? I just rolled up to your digital gallery with a can of digital spray paint, courtesy of MS Paint. I'll be making a few additions, if you don't mind. A tag here or there. Call this modern art.
No, Sleepy Joe. You stop tagging that screen capture of my digital gallery right now. Put down the spray paint tool. Put it down, Joe. How dare you vandalize my gallery? I'm calling the cyberspace police right now. I'm having you thrown out of my virtual gallery immediately.
The cyberspace police? Really? What are they going to do? Pull my limousine over to the curb of the information superhighway and write me a ticket?
I'm not bluffing, Joe. I'm not playing around here. You better deselect the spray paint tool right now.
Calm down, Donald. I think I can manage that. I'm deselecting the spray paint tool, but that's only because I think I'll use the brush tool for my next masterpiece. I think I'll just make a quick note about how you fared in the last election. You know, for posterity. That should do it. I found a brush that matches the color of your toupee.
This is an outrage, Joe. A complete and total outrage. You had better switch to the eraser tool and remove that graffiti.
Don't worry, Donald. I'm almost done here. I think I'll test out this calligraphy brush and give you an eye patch.
Damn it, Joe. Don't you even think about giving me an eye patch. I have perfect vision. My vision isn't 20/20. I'm so patriotic that my vision is 2017-76. You better hit Control Z, Joe.
Donald, would you stop taking yourself so damn seriously all the time? NFTs are just entries in a decentralized spreadsheet, nothing more.
That's not true, Sleepy Joe. My NFTs provide true digital scarcity. They are impossible to copy or reproduce because, what was that? What was that noise? What are you doing on your phone, Joe?
It turns out that your tokens were more fungible than you thought, Donald, because I just funged them. Check out these screenshots.
You think it's funny to take screenshots of people's NFTs, huh? Property theft is a joke to you? I'll have you know that the blockchain doesn't lie. I own it. Even if you save it, it's still my property. You're just mad you don't own the art that I own. Delete those screenshots.
Would you shut up, man?